everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I am live at Sims Library of Poetry. Tonight is our last issue of Poetry Corner Westside Connection of the year. I am so happy to have all you great poets with me. My name is Andrea. I am your co host. Queen Kwani will be co hosting with me tonight. King Atterbury is our host. He'll pop in soon. And we have Ebb and Flow is another co-host. She'll pop in periodically. So we're going to start with More Bounce. Tell us about yourself, what you have going on, any upcoming events, and then bless our mic.
So, uh, no up and coming events right now. Everything is going straight to my IG. I just want people to just come follow me, and when they follow me, they see everything I got going on. So we could talk about ourselves. I'm More Bounce Bass, and that's my IG. More Bounce Bass. So I'm a chef. Ooh, I cook and Taos Cafe in Los Angeles. Address 2701 West Florence Avenue, Los Angeles, California 90043. And so, yeah, so I'm the chef there. And so I do a lot of breakfast. So we do breakfast spots there. That's the kind of stuff that I do daily. And then I also promote CMOS. I encourage all people to indulge heavenly in CMOS. It's great for us. It's great for our bodies. And do your research and you know, do that. And so I sell CMOS too. So you can also DM me in IG at my More Bounce Bass IG. That's beautiful. And I play bass, of course. I play several instruments, you know. And then, at this time in my life, that's all we should do is just enjoy life. I enjoy playing. I enjoy doing poetry, spoken word, and I definitely want to give y'all a couple of joints. So I'm from Los Angeles, California. I'm More Bounce Bass, and I look like I'm looking up a little bit because the camera's like right here in front of me, but my screen is kind of high, y'all. So if y'all ready for me, give y'all something. I guess that all sums it up. More Bounce Bass, the bass player, the poet, spoken word artist, and the chef. I got the bomb buttermilk pancakes though, for real. If y'all can y'all hear me? Y'all not smiling because y'all don't eat. Do y'all eat? Waffles, pancakes, turkey sausage, chicken sausage, catfish, and grits, that type of
Catfish
stuff.
is amazing.
Cheese eggs, that kind of stuff, all kind of ways, over easy, sunny side up, I can do it all. Hash browns, home potatoes, Anybody eat allergic to bell peppers and onions and potatoes? Mm. Off watering right now. All right, look, I'm gonna get to a couple of pieces real quick. This piece, I have damn, can you point that camera down? I have my bass, right? So I play a little bass, you know, bass, but I've got a pedal right here. And so this pedal, I'm gonna play something for y'all because I like to create some music. So I'm gonna create some music that I've been writing, that I've been had, and it's on YouTube for the record. So they can go check that out at my YouTube. More Bounce 7-6, as in numerals. More Bounce 7-6. So let's get into this real quick. This piece right here is called Humming. Cause sometimes I just feel like humming. There'd be a lot of stuff going on in the world. So sometimes I just feel like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I just feel like humming. And I do that. So I wrote a song about it. Like to hear it? Here you go. So look, let me create something for y'all. Got me level, brother? Watch this. A lot of people don't do this. I'm gonna create a beat using this pedal, and I'm gonna do a drum, I'm gonna do a guitar, and I'm gonna do the bass, and then I'm gonna spit. All in one thing. Everything is being created on one instrument. Ready, brother? Let me get this going. Right? bass, right? Now I will take, give me a little snare snap. If you want, you can snap your fingers. When I feel like humming, check it out. Every day's a struggle, they don't know. The government's the main one bringing in dope. Serving yayo to the ghettos, now they serving Cristo to the ghetto. And police brutality's an all-time high. All-time high, and they blacking our eyes. See, my people wonder why niggas wanna stay high. Wanna stay high, say hi to the sky when they lock us up in jail. When they know jail's hell, I know jail hell very well. See, my family ties thin, you can't get no mail. See, get no mail, so fuck them jails. They wanna lock us up and throw away the key. Take that key so you never see the streets. I stay to myself, pray the G-O-D, G-O-D. When my faith is weak, singing when I feel like humming, when I feel like humming, when I feel like humming. See, I sit Indian style on cold floors, in prostration, contemplating on past relations of a young boy. See, without warning, dreams become fate, bringing forth beaded, salty tears falling from my forehead to my faceless face. Now, who the hell am I? A convict creeping hard like concrete, coming correct, keeping close, calculated eyes on your click? Or am I just a man? See, I need answers. But in reality, I hear people's pleas. They're silently screaming, somebody, anybody, God help me, please. Yeah, he hear you though. Check it. You're stressing every day, don't wanna be broke, ain't got enough pay, so you try to hustle. Now you're serving endo in the ghetto, now you're smoking your endo in the ghetto. You was raised in the hood on the late night street where that shit get deep, to the beat of the ghetto, under your feet, to the beat of the ghetto, under your feet, to the beat of the ghetto. Hello, hello, and if you listen to echo like when I feel like humming, feel like humming. Y'all can start humming when you feel like it. Feel like humming. Do it like you're eating a good apple pie or something. But that's that piece right there. It's called humming.
Thank you so much for that piece, the music and everything.
Oh yeah, right. Just created right off the whim, off the spot, man. I appreciate it. I'm glad y'all enjoyed it.
That was definitely a vibe. Thanks for representing LA. I was over here like,
that part.
Yes,
blessings.
Thank you for that. Next up to bless our mic.
Hey man, I thought we get a few pieces.
After, so we going one by one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna need you to pay attention, sir.
Well, you know I'm tired. I've been at work since 6 this morning. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Next up to bless our mic, we have Jayla. Jayla, tell us about yourself, what you have going on, any upcoming events, and bless your mic.
Hi everybody. My name's Jayla. I like to go by Jay Nicole sometimes, most of the time. But right now I'm just no upcoming events or nothing like that. Just school and work. Just trying to focus and grind for the new year. I've been blessed with the opportunity by Miss Andrea to come along and share my pieces because I don't, I'm a little shy. I like to keep stuff to myself, but it's just something to do, and it's something I do like to do on my own time. Poetry is an outlet for me on grounds of expressing myself and just really trying to grasp things that Sydney password that I truly don't like understand. Like most of the time. So poetry is usually something that helps me, cope. But yeah. Let me see. So, my first, well, the piece that I want to do for today is called Little B, and basically it goes on the grounds of, I'll just say it and then, but it's called Busy Bee. All right. Little busy bee, there goes she. Zip, zoom, zip, zap, through these worries and insecurities, staying as busy as she can possibly be, dashing through yellow and black stripes of caution to all who nears. Her anxious stinger waiting to strike when her silly threats appear. Thoughts, worries, insecurities. Who would have thought these are what plagues that rambunctious little bee? Zip, zoom, zip, zap. Anxious little bee, what really troubles thee? Intolerant to the past, irrational to the present, and irritable for future reference. For ignorance is bliss, but sadly not for this little bee. Flower to flower, Miss B helps each and every one, does she? Zip, zoom, zip, zap. Yet, has there any growth for her? Zip, zoom, zip, zap. Where's her flowers? Zip, zoom, zip, zap. Where's her applause of gratitude? Flower to flower, this bee pollinates her love. She relieves their pains, fears, insecurities, indirectly picking up these, tying them as her needs. Scared to be more than what these flowers see. Hoping one day someone won't belittle this little bee. And yeah.
Okay. We having a little technical problems. I know it's bad weather. My area. However, I could always help out until Queenie gets back in, as well as Drea. So, Esther Marie, you're next, young lady. Unmute your microphone. You hear me, Esther? Oh,
Yes. Hi, how you doing?
how you doing?
Okay. Y'all can hear me?
Yes, we
Okay.
can hear you.
All right, great. So, yes, my name is Esty Marie. I am Marie on all platforms. The O is a zero. So, I make it real easy. You can find me everywhere. Marie. O is a zero. Um, I am a lover of poetry, spoken word, and all things art. I'm a visual artist as well as a poet. So if you go to my page, you can check out and see some of the things that I have there. I am a published author, so I have a book on Amazon called These Dry Bones, which tells my story in poetic form. I was a functioning depressed kid. When you looked at me, straight A's, varsity sports, all the things looked right. You know what I'm saying? And just given, with the passing of Twitch and just all these people who we've seen take their life, and you look at them and it's like Robin Williams. You look at them and you think everything is cool. Like, you never know what somebody's going through. So I decided that it's my mission to make sure that all kids have access to arts. So I started Arts Reach Consulting to help educators be able to bring arts into the classroom and be able to help these kids really learn how to express themselves. Like, if I didn't have that creative writing class in 8th grade, I have no idea where I would be right now. Like, I discovered a tool that was able to give me an outlet to talk about things that I didn't even talk to my parents about until I was in my mid 20s. that's when I finally was able to talk to my parents about these things. But because of that class in 8th grade, I was able to have some way to get this stuff out that was just bottled up on the inside, you know? So
Let
I'm
me
gonna go
let me
ahead.
let me ask you. Let me ask you because you said you were high functional. Ms.
Mm-hmm.
Robin Williams. A lot of people have said Twitch didn't look like he would. He didn't look suicidal. Let me ask you, as someone who understands the gift of your art, do you think that's do you think that sometimes the artist may feel like it's a burden to be an artist and they don't and they want to feed the audience instead of feeding their needs first?
You know what? It can come off that way sometimes because, like, I know for me, I didn't realize at first that what I was doing would be something that would help others. And then I got into the space where, I mean, I was posting my poems on little blogs here and there just for me. And then someone left a comment and said, "You put in words what I didn't know how to say, but this is exactly how I feel." And then I had this epiphany like, oh, shoot, this ain't just for me. And then I felt this need to, like, okay, so now the poem got to be dope because other people are paying attention. And you fall into this trap. But I had to realize, like, I had to get back to this was for me first. Like, this was, how did I start doing this? I started doing this to heal myself.
Mm,
And as I just continued to share what was healing for me, like, my focus was, I'm healing me, and me healing me is healing others. And I
that's
think
right.
when we stay there instead of trying to, like, take on the burden of carrying other people, I think that's where sometimes it can get lost for artists. It's like you trying to save them or whatever it is, but it's like, just stay true to the heart of what it was originally. Like, why did you start? Because I needed healing.
Okay. Well,
So
both hosts are back in the broadcast. We had a lot of
Somebody hit a transformer and knocked everything out.
so they could you could spit your piece, young lady, and go from there.
all right. So this piece I'm gonna share first is called Self-Care. Lying in bed all day, doing absolutely nothing. Butt naked between the sheets, blinds closed, TV off, silence. Is it depression or is it self care? Unfortunately, I'm unaware. Sometimes it's just better to lay here in the dark. Sometimes it feels better to lay here in the dark. Sometimes it's better to stay here in the dark. In the beginning of a creation story is dark. God created everything from that darkness. So I'm hoping as I lay here in the dark, I can create something beautiful. With every breath, I inhale my destiny. And as I exhale, I expel from my life the things that no longer bring me peace. With an inhale, I take in my power to create. I visualize with my mind's eye myself happy, myself whole. With every exhale, I expel limiting beliefs. I am good enough. As I lay here, I reconnect with myself, aligning mind, body, and spirit in the dark. And that's that piece.
Woo! Thank you so much for that piece.
Okay, that's what's up.
Needed. Our host is here, King Divine Atterbury. Welcome him to the building.
How y'all doing out there? Glad you ladies can come through. You know what I'm saying? And bless the mic, probably. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'm going to pass the mic to Queen Kwani, and she's going to bring up our next guest.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad to be here. Jay Nicole, I'm sorry they didn't kick me out. I didn't get to hear yours, so we're gonna have to run you back with later. I got you. I got you. Our next poet up is Eb, the erotic poet. Come on and give it to us. Talk nasty to me. We ready to hear that juicy, juicy, gushy, gushy.
Now, first
Tell
of
us
all, y'all
about
called me out in
yourself.
this chat, and I got high anxiety. So I'm sitting here like, oh Lord, like I'm a dog over here rubbing on my dog. He getting on my nerves. But let me introduce myself. My name is Ebony, but call me E. Or as you can see, my stage name is Eb, the erotic poet. Now, come on, bud. Go over there, look. What I do, I'm a custom printer. I do all kinds of printing from banners, business cards, socks, shirts, custom rugs, anything, you name it. Embroidery, I do it. Dominoes, all that. I got a food business called Oh Shit There's Tacos. Also have a clothing brand called Leeds Clothing, which my custom business is called Leeds Custom Printing, which means loyal, educated individuals determined to succeed. And I believe that's everybody. Whether that is to succeed at life, at your business, just getting through the day. And like she mentioned before, highly functioning depression, do it all day, every day. I know all about that. You know, I started writing poetry and it was dark, depressing, suicidal, sad. Then I started writing from my heart. Then it was love because I'm a Libra, so that's what we do. Then it turned into erotic. And I was like, what the shit? And I didn't even know I can write until I started writing when I was angry. And I couldn't tell it to the people I needed to tell it to. So therefore I started writing it. And then it transpired into erotic. And I started writing my poetry within 2 to 5 minutes. I mean, it was freestyles. You tell me, somebody gave me the word love triangle and I wrote a poem within 5 minutes about it. And I was like, damn, I have something here. Next thing you know, I was listening to a song on the radio and it was a sexual song and he had said something. Huh? Like, well, I'll write a song about it. I mean, a poem about it. Next thing you know, 10 minutes later, I got a whole poem. So I was like, oh, I'm on to something. Sex sales. Okay. So I turned into Eb the erotic poet. And I like to write erotic poetry, not for other people to just be nasty, but it's for self-love, self-care. You know, people always say, oh, I want somebody to please me, but how can you please someone when you can't even please yourself? Understand what you like. Touch yourself, self-love. That ain't nasty.
Bars.
I'm into women, so I've had women, oh, I don't like touching myself. It's nasty. Why? It's your stuff. Touch yourself. Love yourself. How you want me to touch you, but you don't want to touch yourself? I don't want to touch you then either. Come on now. Hug yourself. And self-love doesn't have to be sexual. Hug yourself, rub yourself, massage yourself. Your chakras, get that stuff in line, you know. But I'm going to be quick and brief. I have 3 poems to read tonight. But the first one we're going to read tonight, let's see. It's going to be short. It's called Duncan Hines, if y'all remember that. Those who have heard it. Duncan Hines. I love my cake moist. I love chocolate cake. I love chocolate women that are moist like cake. So sweet and irresistible, just melts with each gentle lick of my tongue. Because that's all it takes. Takes to set the sprinkler system off. You got that moist pussy, it's so moist it drips the sweet juices that taste like Hershey chocolate. I give it Hershey kisses all over. Then I suck on them wet lips as yours. I suck on them wet lips of yours as more sweet juices flow, and I just continue to suck and lick till your sprinkler system goes off like crazy and wetting up the place. I love Duncan Hines because every time I eat it, I get it all over my face. It be all over the place. That's Duncan Hines for you. If you eat it right, it will treat you right. Duncan Hines. Yeah. Thanks. Be prepared for the next ones because they're going to be a little deep and graphic, and I need you to focus on it. Would her say focus on me? Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Thank you for that piece. Thank you. I don't know what happened to our poet Bridget. I don't know if she's coming back or if she's in the back wings, but let's keep it going. Oh, there she is. Hello, hello. We're glad to have you.
Hey there.
Please
Sorry about
introduce
that.
yourself. It's all good. It's all good. We are here. We are waiting for you. Now,
Hey
please
y'all.
introduce yourself and bless us with a piece.
Hey y'all, I'm Bridget Bianca, a poet and professor from South Central Los Angeles. That's why my power went out just a second ago, knocked my whole situation over. Listen, woo, the hood is being kind to me some days, but today, what's going on? But I'm the author of V Trouble. I'm doing this from my cell phone, so I do apologize if it sounds a little bit janky, but you can always find me online at Bridget Bianca on Instagram, acting the fool, talking about Beyonce, reading romance novels, talking about poetry, just generally talking stuff. You can find me. So come say hey to me. I'm going to read a poem from here, and I'll make it a short one since my Wi-Fi is doing its own thing this evening. Let's grab it real quick. So this one is called "The Talk." If I was, I think probably giving a talk like this a lot these days. The talk. Lesson number 1. No toy guns, no running in public, no hands in pockets, no outside voices. Act like you got the sense God gave you. Act like you've been somewhere. Act like you got somewhere to be. Act like you got a mama who raised you within an inch of your life. Don't you cut up in front of these white people. Do you want them to take you away from me? Tie all bags at the top before entering. Don't touch anything you don't plan to buy. Didn't I tell you to take your hands out of your pockets? Don't swing your arms when you walk. Take your hands off your imagination. You acting like you grown. Mind your mouth. I swear for God. You better not let me catch you doing something you ain't supposed to, and you better not have nothing in your pockets. I don't care what they said to you. I don't care what the others gonna work with. They are not my child. I don't care if their parents don't hold their breath when they see a face flash across the evening news or their news feeds. Just bring your tail home. I don't want you out of my sight. Because if I can't see you, if I can't hear you breathing, then every siren is always headed in your direction. Every face in despair, every body on the ground, every bowed head in cuffs, every gasp for breath, every plea for mercy, every hand up in the air, every fist balled in anger or fear looks like it belongs to you, and you are murdered. But that can take you away from me. Don't you know that? You got to know better, do better, be better. And I know even that won't save you, but what else can I do? So, lesson number 1, no toy guns, no running in public, no hands in pockets, no outside voices. Act like you got the sense God gave you. Act like you've been somewhere. Act like you got somewhere to be. Act like you got a mama who raised you within an inch of her life, and get your behind back in this house. And don't make me tell you again. Thanks, y'all.
Yes.
Talk
Woo.
that
Relate
talk.
to that.
All right. That's what's up.
Yes. Hiram got to hear that one. we're we're gonna pass the mic to King before he leaves us. King, can you bless the mic one time?
Yes, King Devon Atterbury, author of 22 books. You can find me on Instagram, King Atterbury Inc. And I'm going to recite a piece from this book, Copacetic Nostalgia, which is my 11th book. Here. So, just give me a second, please. All right. This piece is titled Never That, Yo. This piece I release just to reach those that speak. Bring heat to your head and to the bottom of your feet. You could change your mannerism and have an aneurysm. Drink shots of devil's venom and send cats through dimensions. Lost in a wave of illustrations through my poetry. If now you haven't noticed me, might as well listen closely. Polarities moving within existence of the planes. I remain unfazed by the foreign exchange. Held together by exterior motion while my life sail. Hit a destination where I can talk about all who failed. Bear witness to the rise and fall of few that's noble. What I grasp and hold on to, it's the moments I'm supposed to. Fix what was broken by society as I build blocks. What I start, I can't stop gathering others toward the dock. Passengers on a journey to prevail a beautiful living. Unforgiven is what's written and taught to the younger children. King. Thank you. I just want to say I appreciate everybody coming through tonight. You know what I mean? It's been a long day for myself. So I just wanted to come through and see everybody and introduce myself. So I appreciate all the poets tonight. Thank you. Back to you, Dre.
Thank you for that piece, King. I'm not Drea, but I'm Queen
Oh,
Kwani.
I ain't
Like,
know.
it's
I know who
okay.
you
It's
are.
okay.
I thought
I'm
Dre's
taking
funny.
over.
All right, that's what's up. And thank you for stepping in for me tonight. I appreciate that.
No problem. I got you. We a vibe. We stick
Hey,
together.
much, hey, much love and respect to everybody. I have a peaceful night.
You
Continue on
too.
with this beautiful
Thank you, King.
show. All right.
All right. So we're gonna keep the ball rolling. And I want to thank all the poets for here that are here tonight. Sid, are you spitting something for us? I mean, you here. You might as well. Go
Most
on and press the mic. Introduce yourself.
most definitely. My name is Sid Leilani. I'm a writer, entrepreneur, student, learner, friend, etc., etc. I run a nonprofit here in Westchester. It's called the Home Ec Center. So our goal is to bring home economics back to our youth. So if you guys are ever in the area, come stop by. We're welcoming everybody to come in. We just went through renovation, so we have some cool little things coming to the center. We have an open house next month, so if you guys are interested in coming through, it's going to be sometime in January. So my handle is Leilani. It'll be posted on my Instagram, or you guys can look up the Home Ec Center. You guys can find more information about that. All right, so I'm going to be reading a poem from my book, Scribbled. It's called Your Sugar Cane. Her heart was her heart was a beautiful aspen blazing through your thoughts like an unpredictable tune, sinking through a fountain that is circulating like a balloon, radiating like the stars. Her feelings can leave you untuned. As she slowly fell in love, she soared through your baffled mind like a flying dove, preying on that sensation that was becoming sort of a yearning itch, something you needed to scratch, a feeling that made her believe you were her true love. Your apprehensive feelings were worrisome, conclusive to the point of a bass drum. She pleaded to no one the attention would come, but your mind was elsewhere. Who were you to become? Weeks began to pass sluggishly. You used the big L word, hoping it could have surpassed. She felt the lie between her thighs. You were a jackass, someone who just wanted to get in her pants, though she ignored the signs and allowed you to bypass. She slowly flourished, not paying attention to what you thought, picking imperfect flower petals and inviting them over to unknot. As you imagined everything ideal to the dot, she was despondent, not troubled in getting caught. The thought had never crossed her mind that she was the girl to ruin your heart in a bacon rind. She implied her truth, she was kind, that nothing has happened, that she can continually redefine her ways. However, the thought had never crossed her mind that you were the boy who appeared to be blind. To all of her gripes, her words, the things she would realign, wanted someone to adore, not someone who gave her pain, pleading to give up on humankind. You both grieved in pain, but you knew she was the only thing to keep you sane. You asked for another chance, but this time there was nothing to gain. Dreadfully living, your heart, your mind, your pride, she was your sugar cane.
Thank you so much for that piece.
Of course. And everyone, you guys are beautiful. I love your poems. Everyone's doing amazing.
Okay, we're gonna pass the mic back to who was last? Esty.
Are we passing the mic back to me? All right. Well, I do want to share that I host a paint and poetry night. So if you are in the LA area, it happens on the second Saturdays in Inglewood. So come through. We're going to paint and we're going to share some poetry. You know, I had to combine two of the things that I love doing. And I say, you know what? why not just let it all happen at one time? So uh, if you follow me on social media, the link will be up shortly. I'm just transitioning on where I post sell the tickets through, but yes, I will have the ticket link up very soon. But Paid in Poetry at the Content Home in Inglewood. It's an awesome space for content creators. So if you're looking for, somewhere to shoot content, you want to switch it up, they got a podcast room, they got all kind of stuff. So check it out. I'm gonna get into this piece right here called Sticks and Stones. Um, I am of Nigerian descent, so there's growing up, I was bullied and all kinds of things. So I wrote this piece around that. So yeah, we're gonna get into this. Mailman, mailman, do your duty. Here comes the lady with the African booty. Why do my origins and my physique need to be the subject matter of your speech? Sticks and stones can break your bones, but words can break your spirit. The most powerful thing created, yet often overlooked, stronger than tank fortifying silicon carbide, a hurtful word spoken that penetrates the mind, leaves lasting impressions that guide our lives. I'm not sure who came up with that dubious line. Kids say the phrase and then still go home and cry. Sticks and stones can break my bones, but words can never hurt me. What a terrible lie. Misspoken words hurled from hate filled lips burst through the eardrum, sending vibrations through the ear canal, rattling self esteem, planting seeds of negative self speech. Journey with me 1995, where my fourth grade self was not full of cultural pride. The world was far from chanting Wakanda forever. Black girl magic hadn't even been thought of whatsoever. Me walk down the street showing off my kinky 4C curls? Oh, never. African booty scratcher, nappy head little girl, negrita, bubble butt. These are the words that ruled my world. Sticks and stones can break your bones, but words cut deeper than a knife. Growing up feeling less than all my teenage life. Buying big baggy clothes hoping that it would cover the hump. But when your body has been sculpted by the creator to carry curves, there is little that can be done to hide yourself from the world. Sticks and stones can break my bones. Your words will not define me. African, the heritage from which I descend, full of passion and creativity. I am Africa and Africa is me. Nigerian from the kink in my hair to the rhythm in my feet. Booty, once a thing I drug around with shame. Now people are paying top dollar to achieve what the good Lord blessed me with naturally. My frame was manufactured to be unique. You are only scratching the surface of what you think you see, but your eyes have an obstructed view. You are confused. And it's okay because I was too. I thought the words that you spoke were the truth, bought into the lies until my mind was consumed. But these words lost their grip on my temporal lobe when I realized that my fingerprints are only my own. No one can leave my mark but me. And we all have a special scratch to leave. Yes, sticks and stones can break my bones, but words no longer hurt me. I've been in that space consumed with self hate on account of a bully or two. But words have the power to build you up after you've been torn down low. I've been called many things. My name didn't change. And I challenge you to find out the meaning of your name. I am Esti, which means star. Sticks and stones can break my bones, but your words won't stop my shine. Thank you.
Woo! Thank you so much for that piece. Yes. All of you guys have been dope, dope, dope. Let's continue the dopeness with Jayla. Bless her mic again. Bring that poem back.
Alrighty, so I have a poem called Accessible. All right. Now you have me right in your reach. Before I was just a star in the sky, available to view, but not ever so close for you to reach. Soon you reverted your focus and goal. I begun to shine bright, watch your presence begin to evaporate. One day, this energy emerged from the sun so welcoming and bright. My heart yearned and fell into the inviting gauze so strong with delight. There you were, so enticing and luring, ready to take me in your warm embrace. How did you get up here? You couldn't be happy that my light overpowered your gaze and attentive stares? Somehow, the universe that was once my territory and boundary that caused disarray quickly turned into your little playground, where I am your object of affection for you to jerk and throw about a toy bin when seen fit. Accessible, that's what I am to you. When I choose to leave and make my environment only mine, you find a way to revert and backtrack and eventually find a way to cloud my mind and corrupt my environment to only revolve around you as the sun. Once upon a time, I was a star named May, so small and barely lit with little to no ability to consume light. Due to the corrupted prophet known as Zay, I became accessible because his motive in life was to make me miserable anyway. Obsessed or accessible, is there truly any difference? You lurk and creep throughout the night from your phone screen. I peer in sneak peeks of your name, insta views with tiny smidge of delight.
Talking about she didn't have no poems and she just brought that. Thank you so much for that piece, Jayla. Next
You
up
just
to bless our mic again.
never want to hear you say you're not a poet ever again,
Yeah,
poet. Okay,
she
poet.
brought
Thank
it.
you. Thank
Thank
you. I
you.
got to hear you. Thank
Yeah. So next up to bless our mic again is more bounce bass. Bless our mic.
All right, you get. Hello, I'm back. How y'all doing? I was listening to everybody though, so yeah, when we had a little difficulty, I was like, hold on, I'm gonna hop on YouTube real quick. Boom. So Bridget, dope. Erotic poetry, you nasty. I got you, but you was dope though. That little chocolate booty when you was talking about the sticks and stones break my bones was dope. So and little Sid, your stuff dope. You know what I'm saying? Right. I appreciate that though. That was some good energy. Now, see, and I was tired too. I was waiting. I was laying down on the couch, as you can see. Let's go. I got one called Ooh. They said we can't play nobody music, so I play mine. I just make up stuff. Can y'all hear me good? Is this too loud? Yes. Y'all gonna really like this one. It's gonna be the foundation. This one is called As She Walked Out the Door. As she walked out the door, I felt as if my whole damn world came crashing. Something I never could imagine, yet it happened. This time, she wasn't acting. See, I came to this conclusion that it wasn't an illusion, that lack of communication. Communication confirmed that our lifelong purities were now diluted. Drowning in my own tears, I dreaded the day a sense of loss would live right here. See how she walked out the door, saying over and over, I don't want no more, can't take no more, was pain to my ears. Pain that no man, human, or woman could ever think of. Remembering the look on her face when she just spoke about us, she said she felt like a 10-year-old child eating Brussels sprouts with disagreeable taste buds in her mouth. And there was no more us, then trust was distrust, and lust played the major role in our life, and then we woke up. See, our love ties were broken forever. Her head was below water, and she was constantly choking on emotions and just hoping for something. But as she walked out the door one day, I couldn't just let her go. I ran after her one day. to see what I can salvage. Found that what was grounded was now dismounted. And which stood tall through it all had taken its fall, and we stood in silence like this, searching for the right words, the right timing. So as she walked out the door, I vowed one day that I would never let my woman walk out the door once more. More bounce. That was as she walked out the door, yo. My piece. Thank you. I do dances to little snaps.
Thank you
So
for
yeah.
that. I like how you ride that beat.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
walk out on you like that.
That's just. I can't hear you. Wait.
Just
say it again.
Well, we gonna keep it moving, keep it flowing, and bring up our next poet, which is Eb, the erotic poet. Come on and bring it back.
All right, let me run it back. Hold on. These are a little lengthy, not too long, but bear with me. This one's called Whistle. Ha, that whistle noise. You call me, and all I hear over the phone is whistling noise. I smile and say I'm on my way. I rush to your place with shorts and a beater on. No need for anything else. I get to the door, and it's unlocked. I walk in and see a note on the floor that says, "Come upstairs, Daddy." I skip 2 steps and rush into the room. I open the door. I'm presented with this beautiful sight and noise. You whistling, hanging from the ceiling in your favorite swing. So you're not whistling with your mouth, but with those wet ass pussy lips you've been playing with, getting ready for me to make you squirt like your favorite soda. But it don't taste like squirt, but like Aquafina. Your pussy keep whistling, and I know you're ready for me to give that body of yours an exercise you want to make your daily routine. Something about that whistle noise makes me feel like an athlete in the ring, and you cheering on my team. So you just keep whistling so I can score for the team. But I'm not sure I want to share you with the team, because something about that whistle make me keep pounding you deep and deep, because I'm the king. So don't blow the whistle yet. I'm not ready to end till I got you screaming, "Daddy, you the shit, and I'm your slave." Keep banging this pussy because you're the best and you're the king. Whistle.
Woo! You better make her. You know what?
Whistle while you
better not. You know. We don't want to get no credit, so we ain't even gonna do the whole song. But you know the song.
Side thing. I'm assuming everybody from LA. Born and raised, but I'm in Las Vegas. So if y'all ever come out here and there's a poetry gig, let me know. I'm down.
All right. Well, we will do. We'll do. Thank you again. And just to keep it going, we're gonna take it to our next poet, Bridget. Can you bless us again with a beautiful poem?
Hey y'all, can y'all hear me? Cool. All right. So I was a little inspired by, I think it's Esty, that poem, little talking, about who we are, who we be, like what's going on. I was a little inspired. So now I'm gonna talk a little stuff myself. Okay. This poem is called "A Message from Uppity Negresses Like Me." I know what you're thinking when you see me. She thinks she all that. She thinks she too good. She forgot her place. She thinks she better than somebody. Well, the elders told me I had to be twice as good, twice as nice, twice as smart, twice as fast, twice as strong, twice as clean, twice as polite, work twice as hard to get half as much as you, and here I am, lapping you in every race, outperforming, outlasting, outlifting, outplaying you in every match, still fighting for what you leave as table scraps, and you, a pseudo-intellectual, conservative, liberal, progressive, feminist, suffragette, realist, socialist, and ally, are jealous of my oppression. See, you hastily throw on your sheerest victimhood to prove you too have been discriminated against. Someone once called you racist and you were aghast. You too have experienced sorrow and suffering, and only your brown nanny and only your black mammy was there to kiss your boo-boo. You too have been offended by word just as bad as the N-word with the hard ER, such as snowflake, mayonnaise, paleface, and Becky. You too have grappled with the burdens of history angry. The weight of ancestral guilt is too much to bear. You are tired of apologizing for your privilege. It is unfair that we all have issues, but only I, brown, black, migrant, immigrant, indigenous, imported goods gone bad, exported goods, mark return to sender, feather headdress and fried chicken come home to roost. Only I expect handouts, a leg up, a head start, some type of affirmation of my humanity because I am lazy. Even as I work twice as hard, am twice as polite, clean, strong, fast, smart, nice, good. And the elders taught me to be humble and keep my head down, and you never notice me, so I don't dance in the end zone. I don't beat my chest after I score. I just adorn myself in the kind of things you would call tacky, ratchet, ghetto, until you manifest my destiny repackaged to be cool, urban, tribal, ethnic, and then you tell me you didn't even notice I was black. You say we are all one race, all lives matter. I know better, but you demand I concede and repeat. You try to pacify me with your colorblind mythology, the way you once used Christ on the cross to tether me, even after the chains were off. You say you don't notice, but I think you do. So I want you to know I am all that. I am too good. I know my place is first. And if you have to ask, and I have to confirm, the rumors are true. I am better than you. And you can stay mad. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you. Oh, spit that fire. And don't apologize for it. Yes. Yes, Queen. Yes. Thank you for that piece. I felt that deeply. Tell him, sister. Tell him. Thank you. Thank you. Andrea, are you there with us? Okay. Okay. She something going on with the Wi-Fi. We go blame it on Trump because everything is his fault anyway. We just gonna keep it all going, keep it going. Now, Sid, I know you got another piece for us. Come on and bless us with another poem.
Okay. I'm looking for one right now. Everyone's been so great, so I'm
Everyone
trying
is so wonderful.
everyone's amazing.
And for just being who you are. Thank you for your gifts and sharing it with us. And whenever
I
you're
love the styles too. Not one the same. Okay. It's between two of them. Just lost the page. All right, so this one's gonna be called Yummy Land. How can you be so sweet like licorice and tasty like candy baked yams? I can devour you in one bite. The savor and the taste makes the chase more of a game like Candyland. The exploration across your board enlightens my curiosity, giving me a sweet tooth, beckoning for the truth that lies between every color that defines you. My curiosity craves more, but what do you have in store? The ongoing mission I set sail, hoping to find you, the candy king, was something I hoped for. You were something my heart needed, something perfect for my self-esteem. With every card drawn, you were pulling me closer to you. It feels as if my feelings were more genuine in the beginning. It was a race chasing the game, but now the bond I built across your board feels as if you're mine and my love is on the line. Those secretive messages along the way could have been seen as a distraction. However, anything with your name involved leads to every gingerbread man's satisfaction. It was the chemistry involved the moment I touched your board, a fatal attraction, woke me into the heart of your Candyland.
all right now. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Oh, y'all trying to get me to have a baby tonight, huh? Y'all are up to something. It is a conspiracy going on. I feel some type of way. I feeling some type of way about y'all poetry. Y'all can't be having me feeling like this. Thank you. Thank you for your piece. Thank you all for your wonderful pieces. I am gonna do a poem, and we're going to do one last round, and that will be our show for tonight. Um, this is called I Love Hard. I love you like it's easy. Bend and break for you. Do all the things you want to do. And you don't even love me. You take happily as I give more and more each day. And I remain loyal while you go looking for someone who loves you like me. Ask me to remain humble so I don't fuck shit up like I ought to. So I fuck shit up like I ought to, but not as bad as I want to. Like I didn't bust the windows out your car like I meant to. You lucky I missed. Thank God I didn't backtrack and go back to my old ways when I did what I meant and meant what I said. Like when I said I was going to kill you, I was going to be convicted. I wish you were devoted to me as much as I was to the thought of us. A fairy tale of love instead of this nightmare from the one I once dreamed of. And now I have to endure this. But no matter what, I still love you. I love hard. And I love you like it's easy. It's not. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad y'all can hear me because I can't hear y'all no more. Oh, because y'all all muted. Well, thank you anyway.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
That was
Thank
What was
yeah.
the name of the poem again?
It was called I Love Hard.
Okay. Yeah, that's hard.
You need to
It's
record
hard.
that.
Thank,
Now we gotta put it on
Dope.
playback.
That was dope. Dope.
thank you. Thank you. All right, Miss Drea, you back with us? I think you're frozen there. I see you, but I cannot hear you. Okay. I don't know what's going on with Miss Drea tonight, but we gonna keep it going. More bounce bass. You got another song for us?
Go ahead. More bad.
Let me see. I got a piece. I got a poem. I don't always just play because I want to play a lot more music, but I can't because of the rules. Messed my rules up. I got some.
Without getting shut down.
I know. So I got some sweet stuff. I wanted to play some hymn, and I was gonna play some. I can say that. I was gonna play some hymn.
Some hymn. Instead of some her, I'm gonna play some hymn.
I was gonna play some hymn.
I like that. I like that.
and I didn't get a chance to do none of that. So right now I'm just gonna, let me see. I got a piece right here. It's about music. Well, I love. Sorry, y'all, but I had to have one. I was waiting so patiently. Some good features. This piece is called. Let me see. Oh, when she speaks, I listen, giving her my undivided attention as tension swells my feelings, yell her pitch so soothing she moves me. Gracefully she grooves me. Mesmerized by her tune, she was born with sort of a sense of humor. She delights me, she invites me, and when I tickle her ivories, she's my favorite girl, most likely. I wouldn't trade her for the world. See, I'm so far gone it almost hurts. As the sun is 93 million miles from the earth, yet perfect distance for replenishing, she sustains, stimulates my membrane, and destiny is ordained. And see, you don't understand. The truth remains that just for a moment, we combine lies with the lick, exploring many levels on all scales as we lick. Soulfully we float, and she speaks in our riff, vibrating at 1/16th of a second as we lift, finding peace and satisfaction at the base of my fingertips. She opens my passage so I can just breathe. Complete in a full sight for 360 degrees, she becomes part of me, easy and free and cool like the breeze. And so I touch her and I touch her and I touch her and I play her all her 88 keys. That's my piece, 88 keys. More bounce bass.
Thank you. More bounce bass.
Lamert Parks, LA's best, man. Oh man, I know some of y'all too, but I don't know y'all. But I know y'all. But y'all some dope poets though, and I'm like, y'all had me nervous over here. I feel comfortable, like it was like family, so it was more a little like fun. That's why I say, little erotic poet, that little nasty little poet you had. I was like, ooh, nasty. I keep thinking about that cupcake booty, this chocolate. You know what I'm saying? Because my queen, she chocolate, and she got that little. I was gonna stop. I ain't gonna put on blast like that, but I know what you mean though. I ain't and get all in your face. You said some shit about the cupcake. I love cupcakes, if you know what I mean. But was you there, Queen? My bad. Let me stop. I don't want to go all up in that stuff, but black is beautiful. Shit. What can we say, man? We made it and reinvented it, invented it, flipped it, and keep going, and we still be mixing it right now. It's like gumbo, baby. They should never put us together. So look, what's going on right now? This is beautiful, and I got the brother Solo right here, my producer, Soul Verse. It's like he can't wait to get on there and spit and do some things. I mean, seriously.
Thank
He
you.
talks about Bridget all the
Have
time.
you on next week? The next time, come on the show. Come on.
Blessings. I come mess with it, definitely.
Thank you. We appreciate you, and thank you for vibing with us. I love the vibe. I love the music. I can't wait to come down and eat some of your food soon. We'll be there soon.
Oh yeah, from 8 a.m. to 2. Yeah, 2701. Look, if you're tired of them people up the street, it's 2701. 2701 West Florence, right? Everybody welcome. It's beautiful. Like I said, from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Taos Cafe. It's breakfast, and you can get it how you want. Like I said, catfish and grits. Those I'm cooking everything separate. You know what I'm saying? So those who don't eat pork, I mean, it's going there, and soon this will be a different menu, more stuff. In addition, like vegan stuff, of course. But hey, come down and get some of them good old pancakes. Buttermilk.
You gotta have the vegan options in LA, because I do a vegan challenge every year. It's hard to find good vegan food, so you gotta hit us with that good stuff.
Right. That part, I hear you with that, but little catfish ain't gonna hurt nobody. Fried up, you know what I'm saying? Some little breakfast potatoes, some eggs, some good cheesy eggs, extra cheesy. I hook you up.
Making me hungry.
Sour
Y'all over here making me horny and hungry. That is not good.
French toast, extra cinnamon. All that bacon.
We got you back.
Turkey bacon for those who eat bacon.
So I'm never ever doing a show in LA again. I'm staying at my own house. This is like horrible. This has never happened. I am so just But thank you guys so much for joining us. I do have a poem, so I'm gonna do it real quick. It's called I Don't Love You As If. I don't love you as if we just started courting. Wanted to learn more about you. Excited when my phone rings and your name appears across my screen. Answer your call, mesmerized by the sound of your voice. Ended the call, the 2-hour call, you hang up. No, you hang up. 1, 2, 3, you hang up. I do not love you as if you were my first long-lasting, passionate French kiss. From the timid girl that was very adventurous and curious, wanting to explore her sexual side, in love with the desire to be your prey. I'm not in love with you as if your long stroke penetrated my insides when I misconstrued love for lust. I do not love you as if I screamed your name from pleasure or pain, imagining this is what heaven feels like and wanting to explore more the next day. I do not love you as if I would take a second chance on our relationship and rekindle the magic that I imagined our love to be. I do not love you as if we took the last trip that ended us because you weren't man enough to explain the reasons why you didn't want our child and left me in pain physically and mentally to the side, fighting to learn the reason why. I do not love you as if I love me passionately and deeply to walk away from internal love that will never be because of uncertainty. And that's my piece.
Thank you for that piece. Glad to have you back with us. We was waiting for you. We was like, where Traya at?
I had to come outside and download Chrome and get on my phone because the internet wouldn't work. But I'm so glad I'm here with you guys. You
Thank
guys
you.
were all
Yeah.
so awesome.
Yes, you are. Thank you.
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
I are we gonna do one more round or is that a wrap for
Yes,
the
we could do
night?
one more. We could do one more round if they want to. So that's fine.
All right. All right, you know I'm coming for you, Jay. Jayla, come on and bless us with another piece. I know you got one more in you.
All right, I have one more. This one's my favorite. It's called You. All right. Why do I feel like a useless speck in your endless atmosphere? The back and forth, the unanswered calls, the wandering streams of tedious assumptions, the overwhelming presence of your touch, that gaze, my lust, the overall idea of you, the thoughts of if I will ever be wanted, let alone enough for you. Sometimes I get so wrapped up in my longing, I forget the waves of agony that comes with you. The consistent residency you continue to occupy within my heart, me wanting to serve you with the final notice of eviction, yet somehow you manage to pay your dues. I even tried creating borders that resembled the Great Walls of China, yet I could only come up with pathetic, incompleted walls, comparable to Trump's if needed a better imagery. Something between us, beginning to bloom, yet never fully blossoming, as if we formed an incompleted cycle of metamorphosis, tied together like bees to honey, flushed to one another like a sun to a flower, strangers by nature, like shadows, always watching one another, yet never able to touch one another spiritually. Distance being your friend, both conspiring to keep me from breaking my secretive shell so heavily concealed. Never truly understand distance conception within your mind, spirit, and heart. Now, here we are again, back at stage one, our, our never ending cycle. Things having definitely changed throughout this new phase. That protective covering seeming to unravel like settled snow. Distance still occupies, accompanies you, but not so frequently. Your eyes, my lust, the electric touch. What will ever become of us? Woo!
Yes, yes, poet. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for that piece. Let everybody know how they can follow you and anything else you want to let the world know.
Um, I'm Jay So Sweet on Instagram. Um, pretty much. I'm not really. If anyone's ever want to meet me, I do work at the Home Ec Center as a mentor for young girls. I do girl talk there, as usually give the girls a healthy space to talk amongst themselves as peers. Me really being a mandated reporter and someone to confide and give them their space to speak to one another. I do that, and that's pretty much it. I'm always down for interactions and different experiences. Here to grow. I'm young. Yeah.
Well, thank you. Thank you again for being that person, for being everything that you are for the community. We need people like you, and we are so grateful to have you here. Thank you again. We're going to move it along to our next poet. One more piece, SD. Come on and bring us that fire.
All right. So this last piece I'm gonna share with y'all is from my book. Um, so this piece right here is called The Mirror. Have you ever taken a good look at yourself? I mean, past the reflection. Have you ever really looked at you? I looked at myself today, and there was more than just a face. There were the dreams, there were the broken dreams of the little girls who have been touched inappropriately by their older brother's friends. There was the self esteem of the chocolate girls who grew up with nappy hair, feeling like they needed to wear it straight to maybe be beautiful. There were the eyes of the women who feared vulnerability because to give another person access to hurt them again seemed like insanity. I wanted to look away, but I stood in the bathroom mirror and I stared at the dry bones of a nation of women who refused to allow old hurts and old fears to drive that car headed to their future. I saw the millions of women being healed by the love of the Father, being restored to who they're created to be, cultivators, capturing vision, and creating beautiful masterpieces on life's canvas. Have you ever stopped to take a look at yourself in the mirror? Please tell me what you see. And that's that piece.
Yes.
You
Thank you for
for
that
that.
piece. Thank you.
Oh,
So could Kwani get a chance to bless the mic?
I did.
Okay, but did she sing for you guys?
I did not.
Okay, I'm gonna need her to sing. Y'all gotta hear this. So I'm gonna introduce her. Queen Kwani is coming to the stage. Verses and vibes. She is the sound. So let's hear those vocals.
I
Bless
did
her
not
mic.
know I was singing for y'all tonight, but I'm going to sing something for y'all real quick. Last night I cried, wondering how I could live without you. I couldn't see myself being without you. But I gotta hold on and stay strong and learn how to get along with this here. Cause it seems to have to live with it. And I can live without your tender kisses upon my licorice. And though I don't want to, I'ma do what I'm supposed to. Look at here and I'll show you just how I can make it without you, cause I'm much stronger than yesterday. It didn't kill me, as far as I can see it. I can make it without you. No words of goodbye. It's gonna tear down my life. I'm refusing to cry, so therefore I'm stronger than yesterday. But it didn't kill me, as far as I can see it. I can make it without you. And no words of goodbye is gonna tear down my life. I'm refusing to cry, so therefore I'm stronger. That was just a little piece. There was just a little something for you guys.
Thank you so much for that. Who's up
Andrea
next,
always
Kwani?
putting me on the spot.
Gotta do it.
She be like, sing, you can sing.
I am the shine, so I gotta make sure everybody shine around me, right?
That's right. That's right. Shine on, sis. Thank you. Thank you.
Who was next up on the mic, Kwani?
I believe it was the erotic poet. Come on and bless us with that last piece for us.
All right. The last piece is going to be called Airhead. Airhead, you're my favorite customer. Every time I call, you answer on the first ring. You know the reason for my call. You pick up and say, baby, I'm ready. I say I'll be there in 30 minutes. Wear that one outfit that's always painted on you. I arrive at an unidentified location. It's a dark building with a single light flashing on the front door. I open the door and you have a note on the floor with only a flashlight saying, follow these directions or else I'll be punished. I wiggle through the building with my flashlight till I end up at a huge safe. You know, the kind you use at banks. I'm a little confused, but I proceed with directions and open the door. You're there sitting on a leather riding crop with this painted on leather outfit with the ass and pussy and nipples out, with a silver hook attached to it. You know, the real heavy duty kind. Part of my instructions was to hang you from the ceiling and have my way with you. I get the proper hanging straps together and spreading bar for your legs and begin to propel you in the air. I keep you hanging, for a few minutes as I admire your body swinging in the air. Then I bring you back down and tie your arms behind your back with a gag ball in your mouth. I then grab my electric gloves and just caress your body. I watch you moan and twitch with each stroke, and then I grab my 50 feet ladder and then propel you in the air. Hop on my ladder and begin giving you head in the air. I love me some airheads, so you know I got a pack with me. I lick the airhead and rub it back and forth on your clit until it turns the color of the airhead. I then lick and slurp all the candy residue off and then stick two warm fingers in your pussy. You then begin to leak uncontrollably. You feel helpless, your arms are tied and your legs are tied wide open. There's nothing left for you to do but to release. But not just yet. I finger you and give you head all while using my glove on my free hand all over you. Before I know it, you explode. It flows like raindrops on the floor. I always have a different airhead experience with you, and this is the best. Watch you having no control and being so helpless turns me on. But you know I don't like messes, so you got to clean it up. But we can have airhead sex anytime. Airhead.
You know you wrong. You know you wrong. How you gonna say I gotta clean it up when you did it? You made the mess. You made the mess.
I plead the
Thank
fifth.
you. Thank you again for that poem. Thank you. Thank you. And last but not least on the mic, and this with a good one, Miss Bridget Bianca.
All right, y'all. So I don't have any poems with juices dripping. I keep saying that every time I do an event. I don't have no juices dripping in none of my poems. I gotta work on that. I do. It's a good closer. You know, it's a good finish, as they say. But I'm gonna read you a poem inspired by the movie Black Panther, because I love that movie. It's the last poem in my book, Be Trouble, available everywhere you find books, okay? Including the romance bookstore randomly. Ain't no romance up in here. Ain't no juices dripping. But the book is in the store. I appreciate them with the rip bodice. Here's the poem. Some heroes wear their do-rags with the capes flapping. This is how Black people have survived. Part 1. The colonizers' greatest mistake was underestimating our power. All they needed to see was a talented tenth to know that we were too dangerous to be left unregulated, unfiltered, unconquered, and so they did, or so they thought. But we still here, still David and his sling, still Harriet and her rifle, still John Henry with the hammer, still Jesse Owens whooping a Nazi's ass, still Ali whooping Uncle Sam's ass, still Michael Jackson on the moon, still Katherine Johnson with the math, still Michael Jordan with the rock. Still Dr. King taking a knee. Still Kaepernick taking a knee. Still Rosa Parks taking a seat. Still Mahalia raining down heaven. Still Richard Pryor raising hell. Still Fred Hampton with the bullhorn. Still Octavia with the pen. Still Malcolm X headed to Mecca. Still Chadwick at the Mecca. Still Ta-Nehisi at the Mecca. Still Morrison at the Mecca. Still Zora when she's laughing. And still Zora when she's looking mean and impressive. Still Barack Obama on the Capitol steps. Still Kamala Harris on the Capitol steps. Still Audre Lorde reminding us that she is not free while any woman is unfree, even if her shackles look like Cuban links. Still Asada in exile. Still Langston in Paris. Still Baldwin in Paris. Still Josephine in Paris. The time for running has come to an end. Stokely Carmichael said, tell them all the scared niggas are dead. We still T'Challa to the bullshit. We still Jesus on the third day. As you can see, we are not dead. This is how Black people have survived. Part 2. The colonizers' greatest mistake was underestimating our resilience. We've been minding our own business and mining something stronger than vibranium, reaping and sowing something better than King Cotton. We've been digging for something blacker and slicker than oil was understood. Don't need to be explained. Put some respect on our name. We are Wakanda. We ain't never been conquered. We been Wakanda. Death is better than bondage, but you can't chain us. And no matter how hard you try, you can't kill us all, and you can't beat this black off us, and you can't shoot this black off us, and your walls ain't high enough to keep us out, and your jails ain't tight enough to keep us in. February ain't long enough to get us right. We beat Wakanda, and just because we be magic don't mean we don't be real. This ain't no superpower. This is Black power, and all power to the people. Peace and freedom to the world. Peace, y'all.
Thank you.
You in the show.
Wakanda forever. Yes. Thank you.
I want
You
to
gotta let 'em
thank
know.
all
Thank
of you for joining us tonight. You guys are some dope poets. I want to give a special shout out and thanks to Queen Connie for holding it down.
I tried.
Yes. You did a great job hosting. My
Thank you.
sister friend. So make sure you guys like, share, and click Poetry. Subscribe to Poetry Corner. And watch all our upcoming shows. You guys are always welcome to come back. We're here every Thursday at 8 p.m. I want you guys to stay on after the show ends and we can have a little chit chat afterwards. But thank you guys so much. Eb the Erotic Poet, SD, Sid, and Jayla, my girls. Queen Kwani, Bridget, Dope, more bounce bass. The poet and the chef. I'm also a poet and a chef. I am Miss Drea the poet, Chef Lee. We also have a group, Vibes and Verses, that we're going to start doing things at the Sims Library of Poetry pretty soon. So thank you all for being here and stay tuned. You guys stay on after the show. Thank you so much.
Get out of here.